I'm giving some information about what we talked about in the detox, and not only that, before the detox, the detach, I'm looking at our body as the vehicle. And as I had a vehicle getting today, how understanding the vehicle is like understanding your body and vice versa. You understand these systems, and your body, your soul, as I was explaining here, your soul is the driver and your spirit is that precious cargo, because we're threefold beings. We're spirit, soul, body, right? That's why when people say mind, body, and soul, I'm like, hold up, hold up. When I learned the true threefold, it was like, hold up, the mind and the soul is the same thing. So the mind, the entire mind is the soul, which is your consciousness. All of that is the same thing. So it's really spirit, soul, body. So that spirit is the precious cargo that is in the vehicle. And the vehicle is doing what it does, right? So whatever shows up in the vehicle tells you what's really going on in the soul. So the vehicle is telling you about the driver, Ashe. So I'm going to share this little connection that I was making today. As I said, I've always said it's a replica of us. Anything that we create, it's a replica of us. So the car, as a guy is explaining, and this is from an electrician standpoint, this is a car electrician, an electrical mechanic type of thing. And that's good, because as an electrician, y'all hear this out, as an electrician, electricians understand the wiring, right? And this is what we are comprised of, right? Our nervous system is the wiring. That fuse box in the car, tap it up, welcome in, tap it up. Let's not be stingy with the live. Keep tapping it up so the hearts, they open it up. So the wiring is like your nervous system. That fuse box is like your nervous system. And that, remember, we are conduits of the light, right? Just like that's why the temples were built. Temples were built after we recognized we were the temples. The temples were conduits of light, energy, and information. It's a communication system. We are a communication system. Life is a communication system. That's why everything is light, energy, and information. It's the same thing. It's information. We live in a field of information. We're bodies of information. Ashe. Mind y'all now. I'm speaking to us. Supreme Rising. Ashe, Ashe. Is that Jawan? Hi, Jawan. Divine Rising, right? And so I'm speaking to you from that standpoint of really understanding, overstanding, and understanding who we really are as conduits of light. When we really look at ourselves, y'all come with me into the third eye. This is third eye activation. I'm asking us to look at ourselves through a third eye perspective. That means we're looking beyond. We're in the metaphysical. We're looking beyond the physical, beyond the literal, and understanding how we exist as information. We're all energy, we're all bottles of information, right? So light codes is information, energy is information. How the circuits go to turn on the light, that's information. So this information is communication, right? That's why when Uranus enters Gemini, whoa, ho, ho, ho. We'll talk about that later though, because Gemini is communication and information, right? So with that said, let's get back to the car. So with understanding, I wanted to make sure I give us a little backdrop so we really understand what I'm talking about, right? And chime in, chime in. I got the light warriors here. I know I got light bodies here. So chime in if it's something that y'all see and know, right? About this. If let me know, just drop it in the chat too. Let me know how much of you are aware that the vehicle is like us, like we function like the vehicle, or you understand that the temples are like you, right? What about people who have beautifully operating vehicles and die the next day? Ooh, there's a short circuit somewhere. There's a short circuit somewhere. Your vehicle, your car could look as beautiful as you want it to look, but we're talking about the functionality of the car. That's good, because that's going right where I'm going. This is why I want to tell you what the mechanic was telling me. And he's breaking down what happened to my car. So I'm going to tell y'all what happened to my car. And keep in mind that as I'm talking about the car, I want you to use your third eye. I'm challenging all of us to use our third eye activation. So as I'm talking about the car, I want you to picture what we're talking about as our body. And the fuse that moves through our body, right? Because I want to see if y'all catch what I catch. So we're going to answer that in what you're saying. We're going to talk about those cars that look beautiful and then they're out the next day, because it's not about looks. We're talking about the functionality and the mechanism, the mechanics of the car and how it works and how it functions. So we're talking about the mechanism of our bodies and how it works and how it functions, right? I have a Gemini Lilith. Ooh, don't let Lilith be in Gemini, because she will challenge that information and communication. She will rebel and show you some ish, right? I always say technology is modeled after human design. Yes, butterfly. You know, we hear this. Come with it. Come with it with the third eye. This is what I want. Y'all talk to me. Let's have third eye conversation right now, because that's what all technology is. That means you know that you are the technology. You, me, we're the technology. And any computer, machine, car, plane, anything that is made thereof, the manifestation thereof is of us. It fashions itself after us because we're the original technology, right? Photographic memory, biometric, etc. Yes, butterfly, you got it. You got it. So everything, and as you saw, all I saw was photo when I first saw it, because the other phone's in the way. So I just saw photo. And when I saw that, I thought of the lens, because I was telling my daughter about that today. The camera is a replica of our entire eye coordination. That's why you have the lens of the camera is the eye, and the way the camera takes pictures. The whole mechanism of the camera is fashioned after our optical nerves, after our lens, how our eye operates and how it takes in the information going to the back of our cortex back here, and how it takes the information and it uses like cones. For those of you who understand the eye, it has like black and white cones and color cones, and that's how we see things. And it's like that in the camera. So all of this is fashioned after us, right? Anyhow, I digress. Let me go to the car. So y'all, let's do this third eye and listen to what I'm sharing with the car. So my car has had this traction control problem, right? Didn't know what it was. Turns out it's some electrical problem. And so this guy, he's really good at explaining and breaking things down as he finds it. Puts it up on the computer and everything and see that it's a brake module. But he found there's something in the brake system, right, that causes this traction control, because traction has to do with when your car is driving and the way it grips the road with the wheel and all of that. So it's connected to all of that, right? And so what happens is now he's telling me that something is not firing, like the systems are not communicating. The brake system is not communicating with the steering system. And so because there's a shortage and there's something not communicating there, that's what's creating the resistance and the traction control, and my car starts to buck every now and then, right? It starts to buck. So our vehicle, remember we're talking about us, the vehicle starts to buck because there's a shortage in the fuse, electronically speaking. Remember, that's the fuse, the nervous system that carries the information. The nervous system is responsible for carrying all communication and information between the mind-body complex. The fuse box, or the electrical circuits, is responsible for all communication and information within the vehicle, right? So between from the communication that you can't see to what you can physically see. So basically the mind-body complex of the car, right? So it's carrying all of that. But there's a misfiring that is happening. And as he breaks it down to me, he then begins to explain how there's something called I might be saying this wrong, but the combo boss, right? And he said the combo boss is like the main head, the head honcho in charge of all these systems. It is the main of the main systems. And there's these prime systems, which is the brake system, the steering system, and those are prime systems. And then you have subprime systems, right? Which, let's say the brake system is the prime system. So the subprime would be like the tires, because it's that the brakes affects the tires, right? So it's part of the brake system, module, all of that. Now, as he's breaking this down to me, if some of you are this, if y'all listening to what I'm saying about the body, you get what I'm saying. If y'all know anything about energy centers and chakras, you get what I'm saying. If not, you're gonna get it right now. So as he's explaining to me, I'm picking it up like this. Like he was like, "You understand what I'm saying?" I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "Because I'm spiritually inclined, I completely know what you're saying." Like the moment he said that the combo boss was the head, I immediately, my spirit said, "God. This is the God. This is the spirit. This is the soul. This is the spirit soul part where all information comes from and goes to. So all information has to go back to the main, to the combo boss, and information coming from the combo boss that sends out like it sends out the information like you're supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that. Brake system, you're supposed to do this. Steering system, you're supposed to do that. Fuse system, it's like it's the head. It's like the central processing unit of a computer. It is the CPU. It's the main house, right? And so it sends out all this information, and that's like the consciousness, the soul. The soul and the consciousness sends out all this information to the different energy centers, right? The systems are the energy centers. So the systems would be your chakras. Those are your systems. Those are your energy centers. As I always mention, the chakras are the doorways to the soul. Ashe, right? Feel free to tap in and let me know what y'all think. Don't be scared to talk, and continue to tap them hearts, because we got to open this up for others, right? So this is the system, the consciousness is sending the information. You do this, you do that, and vice versa. When there's something going on in that particular system, the messages go back to consciousness. The systems go back to combo boss, right? And says, hey, we're not communicating here. I don't know what's going on over there. You know, brake system is saying I'm not hearing from the steering. The steering is like, I'm not hearing from it. There's a misconnect. And because of that disconnect or miscommunication, it acts up. The car responds or reacts a certain way. The body of the car doesn't really know what to do in a particular time while the car is driving, right? I got an insight earlier that, let me see what you're saying, Butterfly, because I know Butterfly see what I'm talking about around here. I got an insight earlier that information is a portal. Yes, I'm listening and learning and receiving. Yes, thank you, Jawan. Thank you, Butterfly, for the confirmation, and thank you all for the hearts who keep sending up the hearts. Keep sending the hearts so we never part, right? Let me see what you're saying here. So if the car is functioning perfectly and the person is not, that means there is a short circuit in the connection of the person to their mode. Okay, so I get what you're saying. You're seeing, you're connecting. If it's your car, it is your vehicle. So it is like your body. So if the car is functioning perfectly and the person is not, that means there's a short circuit in the connection of the person and their mode, which the car is the mode. And I get what you're saying, but as I'm even reading that, what I'm hearing is more likely it won't even happen that way. Because if something is going on with the car, that means something is going on with you, right? As it is your car and it represents you and it symbolizes you somewhere in the energetic field. Your car, your mode is telling you something about your physical mode and your physical car. So more likely, if the car is fine, you'll be fine. Right? You will, I'm not saying you'll be perfectly squeaky clean, but clearly, you know, there's nothing to really look at. That whenever anything is pressed out in the body to a certain degree, it means it's coming from within, right? So more likely, if the car is fine, you'll be fine. But yes, if that should be the case, if the car is fine and you're not, then yes, there's some kind of short circuit, some kind of misfiring and miscommunication where, and it's going to be within your energetic field that says, we don't know what's going on here, right? So there's going to be some kind of disconnect. So the combo would be the pineal or yes, Ezra, you got it. The combo boss would be the pineal gland, which is where the third eye is, right? And the pituitary, which has to do with the third eye and the crown, which are your two most highest spiritual chakras, your upper chakras, right? That are really in tuned more with the divine aspect of your consciousness. So the combo boss would be, I would say it would be more of that. The way I look at the combo as the combo is the actual soul's consciousness and everything that the consciousness is comprised of, which would be all of these systems. Every single last one of these systems are a doorway into the soul's consciousness. So just like in the car, the brake system, the steering, all these systems, the diffuse system, all of these systems pour in to the combo boss, which would be like the soul, the consciousness, right? But yes, the pineal is the closest to being of the soul because it's the higher chakras. Would the teeth be the fuse? Ooh, it can be looked at that, but what the fuse really is your nervous system, because you know how the fuse holds all the, you know, everything goes through the fuse, the electrical circuit and the fuse. It's kind of like that with the nervous system. Your nervous system is the medium between everything, right? So let me see what we have here. Can I do nothing with this? Okay, Sam, I am. I do not like green eggs and ham. I do not like them, Sam, I am. I can see why this is not going anywhere with you, but that's okay. Stick around, ask for receptivity, and you'll see what comes to you, because it's very intrinsic, but I can't make it be that for you. It's either you get it or you don't, you know. So you're probably just not there on that, you know. You're on your way there because you would not have found this channel otherwise, unless you're an agent or a troll, you know. But it's either you got it or you don't. I can't do nothing for you. If you can't do nothing with it, hey, if the glove does not fit, then you must acquit. And I have no problems with that. You'll be all right. This is for soul tribes only. For those who get it. This is for the 144 ascendants. You know, so soul warriors. What else? Let me see. So the teeth comes from the system of the throat chakra. But each individual tooth also is connected to other parts of the system. So the teeth would be like what he called a subprime system, right? Just like how I said earlier that the brake system is a prime system, and the tires would be a subprime system because those tires are connected to the brake system, right? So it would be like that. So I mean, y'all see what I'm seeing? Like I'm telling you, the car is like the body, and that was the revelation I was getting while we were talking. Hi, Crystal. Thank you for my heart, me. Hearts back to you. All right, so, and thank you for Crystal Hicks. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the heart meet. Sunshine, welcome in, Sunshine. Yolanda, thank you for the hearts. Yeah, keep hearting, because the more we heart, the more we open the pathways for those who are, you know, on this vibe, and help them find the frequencies, right? So an example, a handicap sticker person who has a heart problem about to croak has a brand new, perfectly functioning, beautiful Cadillac Escalade. Oh, that's what okay, I see what you're giving the example of. So they have these issues, but they have a brand new, you know, Escalade. So you're seeing there may be some disconnect, and there very well may be. There is, just like where the brake system is not connecting to the steering system. Something's not saying something, but you're talking about, I want to be clear, you're talking about, because I want everybody to understand this part of it. What you're talking about is the connection between you and the car, which there is a connection, because this is how I look at sometimes some things that's going on in me. Whatever's happening in your life, world, and affairs is coming from you. So if something is happening to my car, I read that in my energy field as, okay, what is going on with my mode of transportation? What is going on with my vehicle? right? Meaning my body. Physically, what's going on with my body. Maybe it's not so physical. Maybe it's emotionally, mentally, what's going on with my body, right? That is showing up in my car because it's an expression of me. So there is a connection there. But what I'm talking about now is just the system within each one, because I want us to kind of grip that first before we go into looking at the connection between us and the car. So I wanted to look at paralleling basically the car, the body, the car, our body. Okay, the fuse box in the car, our nervous system, the combo boss in the car, our soul and mind, right? The systems, the prime systems in the car, the chakras and the prime energy centers, right? And that these systems give information to and from the boss. Ashe, what would the tires be? I got a flat tire near the Mojave. Oh, is it Mojave? I think it's Mojave Desert. The experience felt spiritual. It most definitely is. Everything is spiritual. This is why I don't understand when some people be like, I'm tired of that spiritual shit, where there's nowhere that you can go where spirit is not. Right? Just like it's saying in the Bible, lift a flint of stone, lift a flint of wood, and I am there. Lift a stone, and I am there. There is nowhere where spirit is not. So it's very oxymoronic when people are saying, I'm tired of your spiritual shit. Like you making spiritual shit up. No, I'm a product of spirit. Okay? I'm a conduit of the light. I am a co-creator. I am of spirit. Spirit just is. There's nowhere you can go where it's not. So anyway, I digress. So you're right. It is very spiritual. The tires, like I said, are a subprime of the it's a subprime system of the brake system, right? Because whatever happens to the brakes definitely affects the tires. But how I look at the tires are how we move on the car, right? So I look at the tires as like our feet, and the feet represent understanding. So like, what's happening with your understanding? Why you got a flat tire? Why you can't move? Because if the tires can't go, then you can't move. If your foot can't go, if your legs can't go, it can't move. So it's almost like the tires are like the legs of the car, right? And the tires also represent balance because it's 4 tires. Remember, 4 is the foundational balance. 4 represents foundational balance, right? That's why you got 4 seasons. It balances the time, right? We got 4 elements. It balances the structure of the earth. Like 4 is balance. So these tires, if your tires caught a flat, then what is going on in your balance? Where are you off balance, or the way I would see it is, what tire caught a flat? Was it the left side or was it the right side? Because the right side of our body is the masculine and the left side is the feminine, which all it's saying is the right side is the giving. The masculine is the giving. The feminine is the receiving. It's the plus and the minus, right? The plus is the giving. The minus is the receiving. It's the feminine side. Right? It's the negative charge, and the negative charge receives. The positive charge gives, right? So I would look at which tire was it? How many tires and which tire? Like all these little things matter when you're looking at what's going on in your body and what's going on in the car. So there's more to this story, y'all. And when I get it, I'll share it with you because I got to meditate on it some more when I'm sitting outside getting my light codes with the sun. I'm going to meditate on it some more on a real personal level because this story was just unfolding for me in a whole new world, a whole new way. I was like, oh my gosh, look at what's going on, right? I had to look at the fuse box and I'm like, what's going on with my brake system that is not communicating with the steering system, where I steer my car because of a short circuit. And what's causing the short circuit. Now get this, y'all. Come to find out, as he was going through the car, my backlight was leaking. And the leaking in the back light is what caused all of this short circuit. And you see why you got to pay attention to the nervous system in all ways, in all facets. Because you would wonder, you'd be like, well, what the hell the back light got to do with the brakes? Let me tell you, the back light happens to be the brake light, right? The back light, the brake light. So when the water was leaking into the back of the vehicle, there's leaking into I don't know how it's getting in, but it's leaking in the back. So water's filling up in the little light thing. So it blew the little socket. It blew the fuse or whatever. That this brake light messes up the fuse, which is the communication in the brake system. Remember, it's a part of, so the brake light is like a subdivision of the prime brake system. So it all goes back to the brake system. So it short circuit that communication. And so now this water in the thing leaked in, messed up the brake system. So now it can't communicate effectively with the steering system to coordinate an effective traction system, right? That's why my traction light kept coming on and I couldn't figure it out. Y'all, I didn't even know what traction was. I was like, what is traction control? What are they talking? I mean, common sense says I know what traction is, like the traction for the wheels on the road. Like if it rained, you want to have good traction in your tires. So obviously, apparently in these new cars, the computers have it all worked out. And there's this automatic thing that happens for traction control so that when you're driving and the road is wet, it computes back to through the tires, it computes back to the computer in the car to say, to do something with the brake system so that it is aware of the type of traction that the tires are having. All of this, right, y'all? Look, I'm giving y'all car one-on-one, but just remember that car 101 101 car 101 is body 101, right? To understand the car and know the car is to know the body, right? This is like amazing. Let me see what some of you are saying here. Let me see if I missed anything here. Grounding. Oh, okay, grounding before expansion. Yes, butterfly. Grounding. Which one of your tires had flat, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, I did ask. Yes, people's poet, the water. Okay, the water. I'm glad you said the water because I want to talk to y'all about the water, right? This one we got to understand the chakras. Interesting how the body has the intelligence to automatically repair itself, unlike a car, right? But yeah, that's right. You need a mechanic to repair it, right? But this is why they have the computer systems in the car so that the computer systems can communicate. The computer can help the systems of the car communicate to each other so that it can automatically, because even look at what I said about the traction, right? That's kind of an automatic thing that would happen, that the tire sensory picks something up and it sends that information automatically to the brake system so that the brake system can what's the word, modulate. I don't know if that's the word I'm getting, but moderate or modulate the engagement in the vehicle as it's driving. That it's like a smart system in your vehicle that automatically kicks in to take care of your traction, right? So that's the automatic part about it. But you're right in the sense that if the car needs repair, we got to take it to a mechanic, right? It's not so automatic, but the body is intelligent and it does. But you know what? The body is kind of similar like that too, because we still have to, if there's certain things with the body that it won't just automatically happen. We have a very intelligent body, and it's the intelligence is the communication. There we go. Right? So just like the car, the intelligence is the communication. So if there's a miscommunication in our energy systems that we're not picking up at a subconscious, unconscious level, then we have to go to the doctor. We have a body mechanic too. We have to go to the doctor. And the doctor has to now fix what you have not been able to fix in your consciousness, in the fuse box, right? Because everything that plays out in the body comes through the consciousness. If you can fix it in the consciousness, then it won't show up in the body. But once it shows up in the body to a certain degree, you have to now go to the body mechanic. You got to go to the doctor, and the doctor got to give you something to repair it, got to help course correct this. But then you also have to you have to understand the system. This is why it's important to understand the chakras. So important. I never know what I'm supposed to put. What do you mean, people's poet? I never know what I'm supposed to put more of unless of in my body. Oh, okay. You should be in the detox to detach program with us. We're doing a detox to detach this week, just 7 days. We just started actually Monday, but literally today, because today was our first meeting. And we're going to meet again on Saturday on the Zoom. So if anybody's interested, because this really pertains to the body, we just had our detox to detach meeting. And in that, we're discussing like the foods, because the food is information. So we're looking at the foods that we put in our body, because the cravings are our emotions. Like, this is what we do through the detox. We watch the cravings come to the surface, and then we're able to pay attention to the cravings by watching the emotions. When you understand that the cravings are the emotions, then instead of giving into the cravings, you address the emotions. And when you address the emotions, the cravings fall away. And by addressing the emotions are the energies in motion. Remember, your wheels, your energy centers are your energetic wheels, and it is energy in motion that is moving through the systems, constantly moving. So by doing this, you're taking time to really pay attention to your body, to your mind-body complex. Just as I'm talking about the car, this detox, the detach, is really helping us to pay attention to our body, right? So then you can find out how to know more of. So people's poet, I would suggest, that you join in. You can message me, and I could fill you in on some of the information, and then we'll meet again. Like, we're going to meet on Saturday, and we're going to meet one more time on Tuesday. We're just meeting 3 times, right? It was a while ago, so I can't remember what side. Oh, okay, butterfly. I'm catching up. Let me catch up again. I think I need to heal myself from the inside out. There you go. That's where it starts, and it starts in the heart. And you see, you just said it, from the heart out. The heart is the energetic body, and I always say that. I always tell people, if you don't know where to start in the heart. So you are on the right path and on the right track. You in the right place and space. Welcome to the sacred space, people's poet. PP, are you with me? Oh yeah, we having church. We ain't going nowhere. Only this is not really church. All right. Hey Dallas, peace, love, and light. Thank you for the rose. Thank you for the rose. Half a heart back. I can't hold it because I'm holding the other phone. So yes, or healers, therapists. Yes, butterfly. They're healers, they're therapists. We gotta go to the healers. We gotta go to the therapists, because we need a body repair. We need a mind body repair. If we repair the mind, the body would be repaired. That's when the body is automatic, butterfly. When you repair the mind, the body will be repaired. But if it has gone to a chronic degree, you have to address it in the body. When whatever it is that you have not listened to when the mind has gone to a chronic degree, this is what I always tell people. Everything that shows up in the body comes from the mind and the consciousness. When the mind has gone to a chronic degree, it shows up in the body. That means when we're not, all that misinformation that we said within the systems, especially when people are not aware of these energy systems, there's a lot of misinformation happening between the chakras, between the energy systems, which are within the consciousness. And while we're not able to catch that, it becomes worse and worse. And when it's chronic in the mind, then it shows up in the body. Now, the next level is when it becomes chronic in the body, because that's after time and time of not paying attention to it, it becomes chronic in the body. And at that point, you're going to have to get the repair first, and then go to doing your work here, then finding out what it is here in order to keep it away so it doesn't show up again. Because if you don't fix it here, even when you go to get it repaired and you clear it up, that's a temporary fix. Because if you have not fixed the core problem, the misfiring and miswiring is still going to happen within your system, and it's going to get pressed out of your body again, right? So when it's really chronic in the body, we have to go see that doctor, that therapist, that whatever we have to take the medication. We have to do what it takes to get the body, back on track, and then work from the mind to keep it away. Ashe? Faithfully, you get what I'm saying. I know you get. Like, I don't know which healthy food is really. Well, guess what, people's poet? None of us know. Because the way they dealing with our foods right now, we don't know what's good for us. We know, but you don't know what they're putting in a lot of stuff, as many of us know. Even eating fruits and vegetables, listen, they are compromising our fruits and vegetables. And this is why your best bet is to grow your own. This is why a lot of people are practicing growing your own foods. And more of us have to get into that more. I'm speaking to myself too. I have my garden. I have things growing in the backyard. I have not had to buy green onions, what we call scallion. I haven't bought scallion in the store for years because I grow them in the backyard, right? I got fever grass, so I got my own teas in the backyard. I don't buy teas in a box. I don't use bag teas because they're in the backyard. So the more you have what you need, I always tell people, eat what you need. Like, know the foods that you like. Don't just grow stuff in the backyard just to grow. Know the foods that you like. If you know you like tomatoes, grow some tomatoes. If you eat a lot of tomatoes, practice growing tomatoes, lettuce, the things that we know that we eat. Those are the things that we want to grow. Grow fruit trees, you know. But yeah, a lot of the foods are compromised. So, hi, Demetrius, welcome in, welcome in. A lot of the foods are compromised, so we don't know what's what. But the detox to detach is really good because it's not just about foods, like what I was telling you. It's really about having you look within and see what you're missing. Thank you for the heart meat. It's not just about the food, the detox, and the detox is really good for the third eye. Remember, we talking about activating the third eye. So the detox is really, really good for that. Ashe? And so the detox is helping you to detach. That's why it's called detox to detach. The more we practice detoxing, not just the foods, we're detoxing our behaviors. We're detoxifying the pineal gland. We're detoxifying the way we've held miscommunication, the way we've held ideas in our minds, constructs in our minds, concepts, traditions, religions, all these things that we hold in our mind that is not true, right? We're detoxing that. We're removing that out of the way. And when you detoxify that, then you detach from particular outcomes and you're not holding on to things in a particular way. Ashe? Let me make sure I catch up with some of the readings. I know y'all, there's more down there, so let me go through it. Take me through there. Take me through there. Like, I don't know which healthy food. Okay, I read that. It's really healthy. Which advice to follow? With people's poet, you really gonna want to come in this detox to detach. Really, you really believe me. I'm not making this up. And I'm not saying this, I'm not selling nothing because I didn't even charge. I just told people to come jump right in. If they want to donate, they could donate. I'm really just going off of spirit. And it's worth, like, the information I'm giving there in there is priceless. I'm telling you that. It's worth it, but I'm not even charging. So I'm not saying this to sell you anything. I'm doing what I can to help those who are really transiting through these frequencies, right? A Perfect Slave books. Hi, Perfect Slave. Why are you a perfect slave? I don't even know how to say it. I'm like, perfect slave, but there must be something to that. I know. Perfect Slave books is the key part. The term doctor is a legal term in the delivery of stock, on stock delivery of a ship on the dock. Oh, okay. Tell us something. Thank you, True, for the heart meat. Let me tap some hearts back too. Tapping some hearts, sending it right back to all of you. From my heart to yours, always and forever. Love and light. The term doc, D-O-C, and Tor is illegal. So yeah, I'm going to look into that. I'm going to look into that. I believe you. That's where they get the term doctor, because that's where they had to do, delivery of. Okay, got it. Of the stock. Doc is the delivery of the stock, and the stock were the slaves. Um, Admiralty law, we learned in law school. Okay, okay. Perfect slave books is coming with the books, coming with the knowledge, the knowledge. Detox to detach. Yes, people's poet, that's what it's called. It's detox to detach. We're detaching from old concepts, old ways. Those of you who are shifting timelines, this is very helpful. Like I was telling them in our meeting tonight, if I was to speaking to a group of 5D people, right, which I'm a 5D pioneer. And what I would be telling anyone right now, for those of you who are entering into the fifth dimension, for those of you who are finding the expansion of the fifth dimension, I would say that one of the ways to tap in and tune in, one of the ways to attune to the fifth dimension would be definitely take a detox to detach, because we have to practice every step of the way. We should be detoxing to detach at least once a year. But I would say right now, twice a year. I did it twice last year, and I'm going to do it twice this year, because that's how Spirit is guiding me to do it twice and share it with those who are in alignment in their assignment and who's willing to go along and tune in to tune up. But I would highly recommend that to anyone who's transitioning through the fifth dimension, to tap into the detox to detach, because it's definitely a practical application. It's not your regular detox. How we all think of detox, it's not taking any detox supplements or anything like that. It is simply being natural. It's a natural detox, because we're looking at the foods. We're looking at the food, the information that we put in our body. So what we're not eating is no meats and no sweets and no carbs, because the body has to work to break that down. And we need to give the body a break so that the spirit can go from whispering to speaking loud and clear, so we can hear the spirit loud and clear, because we're giving the body a break. That's the purpose for that detox, right? As well as a cleansing aspect, because by doing that, you're also cleansing your body. You're not putting other things in there that creates more waste, right? Because the body, as we know, those who know the nervous, the digestive system, the body extracts the nutrients and gets rid of the waste. That's what it does. So no matter what we're eating, the body has to work extra hard to extract the nutrients and get rid of all that waste. It has to work a little bit harder to break down all these foods, to just simply extract what it needs, which is the nutrients. The light foods, which is plant life, these are light foods, not just because it's light and feels light, but because it's light coated, right? The greens are what we call first trophic light food, means it gets the first level of light from the sun. It's not processed. It doesn't go through any process. Straight light codes from the sun. So you're eating the light codes that are embodied in the plants, that you are embodying in your body. So you're helping your body. Those are the nutrients. The nutrients is the information, light codes from the plants, that you're putting in your body. More information and communication, light codes in your body. The nutrients are the light codes. The nutrients are the information. I'm telling y'all, we're all just a ball of information. I mean, when I saw it like that, it was like, wow. Like, yes, we're people. Yes, we're spiritual beings. What are you as a spiritual being? Energy, information, light. If you're a light body, then you're information body. We're all just balls of information. And everything that communicates within, as within, so without, is information. So when we detox, we're changing the information. Right? Ashe? Let me make sure. I think I done missed so much by now at this point. I'm coming back to the YouTube. I'm coming back. I see the comments. Discussing a car short circuit and tying it to the body and the chakras. Okay, AI, thank you for that. It's like all the levels at once, like as above, so below. See, yep. And I didn't even see that yet. The body, the mind, the heart. Yep, it's all entangled. It's all intertwined, right? Thanks for the follow. What did it say? Abuski. Thank you, Ski. And I saw the heart meet. Greetings, Demetrius. Oh, okay, that's you. I did greet you already. How can I get into Zoom? Okay, sunshine. You want to zoom on in? Just message me. Message me. The next Zoom is going to be on Saturday. You message me and send me your email so I can send you the link. Either your email or your phone number, because I can send you the link through your email or I can send it to your phone number. Either way. If I have time, I can catch you up. Because I'm preparing for the retreat. I got a lot going on right now, because even to be sitting out here right now, Spirit had to call me out here. The wind is blowing. I don't know what kind of hurricane winds we was having, but the wind is blowing. And this little toy out here, I don't know if y'all could hear it, keep going off. That's what called me out here, because I was wrapped up. Because after the meeting, I give so much energy. So even sitting here right now with you all is like having a double meeting, because it takes a lot of energy. Those of you who know it takes energy. So you can email me, message me, and then if you want, we could probably do a little catch up, a little one-on-one, and I can catch you up with what we started with tonight. And we're gonna meet again on Saturday to kind of follow up. When we meet Saturday, we're gonna be kind of checking in with where everybody is in the detox, and looking at what cravings come up, because that's what we talked about. The cravings that come up are your emotions. So what I tell them, and I'm gonna tell y'all here, is to allow yourself to feel the craving, because that's how the body tells you what's going on. When you see what's going on in the body, that's the outward expression, your craving. So allow yourself to feel the craving, but don't feed the craving. Feed the feeling, which is the emotion. I'm going to say it again. First feel is to feel the craving, because who feels it knows it. So if you feel it, you're going to know it. Feel the craving, know the craving. Don't feed the craving. This is the discipline in the detox. Don't feed the craving. Feed the feeling. Go to the emotion. Appropriate the emotion. When we feed, we eat, we appropriate. Appropriate means to take in. So don't take in the outer expression of the food, the craving, right? That's the external. Don't take that in. We want to look to the internal. We want to go to our internal compass, right? We want to appropriate the emotional body, the emotion, the energy in motion. Tell me what this is, because that's what the emotion does, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to talk more about that on Saturday, but we can definitely meet again. Just Poet, PP, People's Poet, and Sunshine, get at me. I'm here. I'm here for it. Right? So just message me and give it to me. Give it to me. What you say? Give it to me. Y'all gotta excuse me. That's how I get information sometimes with songs. Why are they being so loud out here? What is going on? Oh, it's time to pick up the kids. It's that time. They pick kids up at this time of the morning. What up, though? What up, True? Thank you for adding the For You page. Great rising and awaken, beautiful ones. How do we join the detox? Okay, so I just answered it. So that answered it for all of you. That's 3 of you so far that asked about it. So same thing. Just message me, send me your email or phone number. Ashe. And I will get that to you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. True, you like the earrings? Thank you. Thank you for following the live. Susan following the live. Thank you for the follows, the hearts. Message. Sunshine said message. What makes your life exciting? What are you saying? Oh, life. What makes your life exciting? What do you mean by that? Because there's a lot of things in life, right? Can you narrow that down for me just a little bit? Bring it in a little bit, because that's a broad question. What makes your life, unless you're asking me personally, like what makes my life exciting? For me, it's just life. Life is exciting for me. What makes me exciting is when I can do the work and I can get the results. When my soul elevates, oh, I love a good soul elevation. That gets me excited. I'm so excited. When my third eye is popping, ooh, that gets me real excited. It's popping, y'all. And it's been popping since last night. For those of you who were with me on the last live, because I had took some indigenous medicine. I don't usually do that, but I took a little high pay, and it was like third eye is like psh, even more. I already got a very sharp third eye naturally, right? So, oh, okay, you're talking about me. You're like, yes, me, mine's okay. So yeah, my life, that's what makes my life exciting. When I get to do what I do, when I'm on point, when I'm on my spiritual mission, when I'm on my soul's mission, which is my transmission in time, when I'm on that, that's what gets me excited. And it's like, boom, you got it, right? So okay, I caught up to all the messages here. Thank you. So let me go back. I gotta flip back to the other messages. So let me go back to um, Ida and Pingola. What's that, Ezra? I missed that. What's Ida and what's Pingala? Ida and Pingala? Let me know what that is. Is this why the body is called a car? Yep. That's why we were saying the body is a vehicle. The body's just a vehicle transporting your soul. It's what's inside the vehicle, beauty to behold. I don't know how many of y'all know that song. That's a what's his name? The Marley, Damian Marley, what they call Junior Gong. He got that. That's one of my favorite parts of the song. And it was written up in the book of life that a man shall endure forevermore. So for those who know that song, there's a part where he says, did you know the pen was stronger than the knife? Something, something, I can't remember it right now, but I know that part. That part when he talks about the car. And did you know did you know? Now I'm hearing the other part. And did you know your eyes are windows to the world? Did you know you can't go a Zion and nowhere Jericho? Can't tell the boys from the girls. For those who know that, you know what I'm talking about. Did you know your vehicle? Your body's just a vehicle transporting your soul. It's what's inside the vehicle. There's beauty to behold, and that's your soul. What's inside your vehicle is your soul and your spirit. Your spirit is the precious cargo. Your soul is the driver. Driver, don't stop at all. And it don't stop. Damn, I ain't never think of it like that. Because the soul is infinite. We're infinite beings. And then here goes another song. Driver, don't stop at all. That means can't stop, won't stop. The soul is infinite and it never stops, right? Are you religious? I am not a religious person. I will say that proudly. I am not religious. I am spiritual. And religion falls under spirituality, I know, but I'm an omniist, right? Because just like the omnipresence of God and the omniscience and the omnipotence, I am an omniist. I cannot do religion. I won't. Let me not say can, because I could do anything I put my mind to. But I will not do religion because religion is a cap. Religion is a cap that is filled with gaps. Right? People get blocked behind religion, and it's a distraction, and religion has a cap, and you can't get past that. People get stuck right there. It's like if they're into that religion and the religion says this, no matter what spirit has in store for them over here, up here, beyond the cap, they can't see it, they can't get it, they can't access it because they're under the cap of religion. Religion is one of the steps to the divine. But religion is like kindergarten, is what I tell people. And I'm not diminishing it by saying it that, because you need kindergarten. It's the fundamental, right? Some people need it. So kindergarten, religion is like that kindergarten step. But when you really start to have a connection with spirit, when you become one, when you can say I and the Father are one, that's definitely not kindergarten. You can't be in kindergarten and be I and the Father are one. You're going to always be looking for a father in the sky and not embodying the father and not knowing that that kingdom, resides within you. Anyhow, let me not go too deep into that, but that's where that question kind of takes me. So let me see what you're saying there. Did I miss anything else? As an example, okay, and that's when Ezra said that. I think that some people have lost connection from their car and mode, which is true. We lose that connection, right? Just like what we're talking about within the systems, keep it within you, right? If we keep it within us, there is a misconnection with particular systems within our mode. And yes, on the more external aspect, we have a misconnection with our mode, which is our car, the external car outside of this car, right? Um, Ezra, can you tell me what Ida and Pingala is? If you didn't already, I didn't scroll down yet, so let me scroll down some more. So fluoride got into your mouth and got into the nervous system, into your pineal, putting a brakes on the vision. What? Not the fluoride. You got me feeling guilty about my toothpaste now. But you got a point. Yes, that's what happens. Putting you and keeping you in a loop of deterioration. And that's why they say we shouldn't be using fluoride. And not only that, the things we put in our mouth, like when you go to the dentist and you put the what is it, the metals in the mouth, those things get into the nervous system. Anything that we put in our body, in our blood, anything like that, it gets into the system. It gets into the nervous system through the blood, right, as well, into the pineal gland, because anything that gets into your system is going to report back to the boss, the pineal, putting the brakes on your vision or whatever else the fluoride does. So yes, I shade to that. I shade to that. Let me go ahead and solve this puzzle, because this is what they do on TikTok. After a while, they give me these puzzles, or else I can't. If I don't solve the puzzle, I can't see y'all stuff. So let me continue. Oh, you caught 525. All right, 525. When it was duality, harmony of duality within change, or harmony of duality within physical spiritual balance, which is change. I am that I am is the truth. Not any being that comes. Not any being that comes and will save you. Yes, thank you. I am that I thank you for that, Mirror. I am that I am is the truth. Not any being comes that will save you. You will wait forever. Be happy now. Enjoy life now. Don't worry, be happy now. And that's what I call living in the now. Every now moment, right? Ezra said carcass. The carcass. Are you talking about the dead carcass? Let me get this. Come on, puzzle. Cargo. Oh yes, carcass, cargo. The car is the body. The carcass is represent as the body, but we refer to the carcass as what? Like the dead flesh, that body that is no more anymore. Your cargo becomes your carcass, right? Your cargo, your car that's supposed to go, becomes your carcass, your cark ass. It becomes the end, right? The ass is the end. Did you see that coming, Ezra? Did you see that coming? Did you see that ass at the end? Kark ass. Ida is Luna, feminine. Okay, okay. Ooh, thank you. I love it when y'all come with it. Give me some of the information. I like it when we share our beautiful minds. Thank you. Ida is Luna, feminine, and Pingala is solar, masculine. Ashe, that's another masculine, feminine energy, or what I like to say is creative and receptive, right? Universally, I like to call it creative and receptive activity, because a lot of time as humans, we look at masculine and feminine and we make it a gender thing, rather than looking at the energy, which I know most of us here get it. For those of us who found this frequency, I know y'all get it. We understand that it's a frequency, it's an energy, right? So to keep it a clear understanding when I'm speaking to others who may, even me, even though I know sometimes we're inclined to look at it as gender. So when I want to be clear that I'm talking about the universal aspect of this energy, I call it creative and receptive activity, because that's what it is. The masculine is the doer. The masculine creates. The feminine is the receiver. The feminine is a thinker and she receives. It's receptivity. And when we receive information, then we can give that. And when we receive the codes, I should say, that's what the receiver is for, the negative charge in the battery, right? The plus and minus in the battery is the masculine and feminine, receptive and creative. So the negative charge receives codes so that it can give the information to the positive, to the masculine, so that the masculine can do. And that's how the battery, and this is how the charges work within us, is plus and minus in everything. This is how information flows. Jabundance, peace, love, and light. Welcome in. This is how it flows, plus and minus. In even in the plant life, in us. Imagine us like neurons, y'all. We're like neurons. See, this is why the body is so beautiful. The car is beautiful. The body is beautiful. We're beautiful. When you really understand this engagement and you know it to be true, like, come on, man. The information is everywhere. Where can you look and not see you? Life is a reflection of you every time. Come on, third eye. Somebody flick your third eye. Or tap it, or rub it, or give it a gentle mwah, kiss to the third eye, right? Let me make sure I got all of you there. Yes, peace, love, and prosperity always. Religion, I was raised X. I grew up in a religion and I love my faith, but I don't know how to explain that it's not exactly the religion I was raised in. Oh, okay. What was the X Mary, what was the religion you were raised in, if you don't mind me asking? What is the religion you were raised in? I grew up in religion, and yeah. And it's okay to love that faith. The religion, remember I said religion is like kindergarten. So when you expand, the more you grow, because we don't stay in kindergarten, we grow, right? We grow, and we grow through the higher levels, the upper levels. We go through elementary school, we go through middle school, we go through high school, and we get to the university. Let me say that again. We get to the universe city, the city of the universe. That's where I'm at. When I usually explain it to people, I say, no, I'm not religious because I'm an omnist, but because I'm in the university. I'm in the city of the universe. You know, so the God that I speak of, and I don't even like to say my God, your God. The God that I speak of is the great order of divinity. That's source, because source is everything. Source is one great divine order. There's no one big guy up in the sky or under the earth, wherever you think that one, wherever they may think that one big guy is. There's no one big guy. Big guy. Big guy. You know, I'm hearing this. You can tell I got kids because I be hearing kids songs too. When they be saying big guy, SpongeBob. I don't even know what the song is, but I be hearing it. So yeah, Ezra, thank you for that. I'm gonna write that down. Ida is Luna. Pingala. I may have heard the Ida one before. It sounds familiar. But now I know I have something to put it to. And I'm all about the Ida and the Pingala. I'm all about the masculine and feminine, the yin and yang, because as I said, that is the mode, that is the modality of how energy moves. It won't move any other way. It moves through the plus and minus, because that's how we create. That's how we manifest. Ashe? I gotta be looking behind me because, you know, people be just walking by and stuff. So yes, electromagnetic. We are electromagnetic beings on an electromagnetic earth. And this is the charge that we're exchanging. That electromagnetic charge travels through the frequencies by means of plus and minus. Masculine and feminine. Receptive and creative activity. This is the way it travels. That's this electromagnetic charge moving all through us. Ashe? Let me see if I scroll up some more, make sure I catch what you were saying. Love and light, love and light. Yes. Life is a reflection of your consciousness. Ashe, you got it, Jabundus. We got it. Hi, did you see my comments? Oh, okay. Yes, X, I did. I saw, did I miss something? Let me know if I missed a comment. The one I was just reading, X, was the one that you said about religion. That's the one I was just reading. That you grew up in a religion and love your faith, but don't know how to explain that it's not exactly the religion you were raised in. So what is that? What is the, if there's a difference, what is the religion you was raised in? And is that the question you were talking about? Because that's what I saw. Unless I missed another question, let me know. No sad face. You don't got to have a sad face. Yes, Jabundance, university. All right. Can you write that like city of the universe? Universe city. Right? There's only 12 of us and I feel ignored. Did I do something? Oh, no. No, not at all, X. I'm late. I be delayed. Like I'm still kind of figuring out TikTok. So sometimes I got delayed when they put up this block on TikTok and I have to literally solve a puzzle. I got to do the puzzle thing while I'm talking to y'all for them to move the box out the way. Then I got to catch up to the messages. So I had to go back up. So no worries. There is no wrong or right. We are just all up in our insight tonight. Ashe, right? In our soul's delight. So let me know what question I may have missed. See, I'm probably even further than you think. I'm still catching up with the questions. I thought we connected. I wish you were the best. Oh, okay. I wish you. Oh, okay. Oh, they done left already. My apologies. Some comments are filtered by TikTok. Yes, that's what I. Thank you, Jabundance. Thank you for explaining, because not that the truth needs no defending, and there's no need to feel in an offense. But some people, it's just where they are with it. It's not that I can't help everybody out, right? What did I just do? Oh man. Okay. Where are we now? Okay. I think I just opened up some invitation. I don't know. I pressed something. Thank you, Jawan, for liking the live. Continue the hearts. X was like, it's only 12 of us. Why she don't see it? I used to think the same thing. If X is still in here, I don't know. I used to think the same thing when I would be in certain. And I'm like, I said this, but I don't know if they saw it or. And then it's like, okay. Then when I hear them reading the messages, it's like, and sometimes you just got to be okay with like, all right, it wasn't meant to be seen or read or but nothing personal. This is why we do the detox. In the detox, we're learning to depersonalize. Detox to detach from those ideas that you have so that you can depersonalize, right? Don't take it so personal. And even when people are doing things to you, right? I'm not even just saying this lightly, y'all. I really mean it. When people are doing things to you, and yes, they may be betraying you, they may be doing some stuff, but we have to practice depersonalizing, not for them, for us. This is how we take accountability. This is what Saturn in Pisces was showing us. And as Saturn enters Aries right now, this is what Saturn brings, accountability. Now that it's in Aries, it's in its new cycle. Accountability to the new beginnings, to the new true beginnings. And the accountability says, how do I show up? Yes, so-and-so may have done X, Y, and Z to me, but it's time to stop being on the victim end, even if that is what happened. It's time for us to look at it and say, you know what? I gotta depersonalize. And when we really understand, overstand, and understand that people are being manipulated by this parasitic energy that lives in this realm, we are in this realm where there's a demiurge, y'all. The demiurge is the assimilation of this false matrix. But it's for a purpose, right? It's not for us to fight it. It's a purpose. It gives us the challenges that we need so we can have the opportunities to transcend what our souls have come here to transcend. When we look at things like this and we really zoom out and I'm giving y'all third eye perspective right now. Okay, this is spiritual maturity. So I'm asking us to really level up. When we look at things from a third eye perspective and we understand, overstand, and understand what the demiurge is for, why we are in this place of duality, we come into this realm. The third eye, when you're coming from the crown going down, this is where they say, let there be light. That's the crown. That's the first day, right? And the second step is faith. And the second step on the second day, what happened? The waters separated from the firmament. The waters are unlimited possibilities. The firmament is unlimited potential. So what it's saying is, as we are coming into this realm, let there be light. And as we come some more down, we come into the split. Separate. Notice what it says. Separate the waters from the firmament. Separate the unlimited possibilities from the unlimited potential. So there's a separation that happens. That means, and this is part of the divine mechanism. This is part of the divine matrix, that we come into this duality in this realm. But with spiritual maturity, it's with the understanding that this duality is really from the one. Coming from the one, let there be light from the one into duality as we exist in this plane, right? And that means we're supposed to maneuver and navigate through the duality, not live in the duality in fear, and not be polarized in the duality. It's to live through the duality, because what do we say the duality is? The masculine and feminine. It's the modality. The duality is the modality. Say it with me. Somebody drop that in the chat. All right? The duality is the modality. Put it in the chat. Let me see how much of y'all with me. PP, are you with me? I want to see that in the chat. Let's alchemize that. Let's magnify that. Right? Where two or more agree. Let's see. Put it in the chat. I'll wait. I'm a slow typer too. Right? Just anybody. It could be 1, 2 people. They don't got to be everybody. Right? Just anybody, put it in the chat. The duality is the modality. That's when we understand, overstand, and understand that duality that we come in. Thank you for the 555, Ezra. Clay. Oh, Clay saw that. And Ezra said, city is a circuit board. Yes. The circuitry, the city, which is the system, right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, 80 babe. Oh, you an 80s babe? Thank you. The duality is the modality. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you for the heart and the roses. Thank you. 80 babe became the number 20 fan. You are the number 20. Thank you. So we recognize that. That's confirmation. The duality is the modality. So when we come into this duality, that's what we're coming to do, to have the modality of spirit move through and have the human experience that we came here to have. This is what, it's all part of the design. It's all part of the divine design. And when we look at it like this, we're not so hung up on the opposition. It's like, let the opposition do what it do. Okay, let them do what they do, but don't become a part of it. Right? Don't become a part of it, and don't become polarized in the separation. We still got to understand that the separation, according to these two eyes, the separation is an illusion. Right? So even though, yes, energetically there is a duality, it's for us to have the harmony of duality. That's what 2 represents. The harmony of duality. We're supposed to harmonize it. When you harmonize it, you bring it into one. When you harmonize it, you create one, which makes the 3, the Trinity. In order to have the Trinity, we have to respect the duality. And in order to have the duality, we got to respect the one that we come from. The one splits into a duality. We harmonize it, and it becomes a Trinity. And we keep repeating that Trinity. That Trinity is a creative completion. Ashe? Y'all stick with me. Stick with me in the third eye. We in this third eye activity right now. That's my nickname. Okay, what's your nickname? 80 Babe? Did I say it right? 80 Babe. And duality. Thank you, Ezra. Duality is the modality. The duality is the modality. Thank you, Clay, dropping that in. Drop it in. Drop it in. All right, so, let's just breathe in that good prana for a moment. Let it run through your energy system. See your crown opening. So I got to invite that. I got to breathe because the breath is the bridge, just like the heart is the bridge. And that's why the heart's element is wind, because that wind is the breath of life. That's why the heart chakra is also about where the lungs are, where we breathe, because that breath is the bridge from the physical into the spiritual. So it helps us to harmonize. All we got to do is breathe, y'all. Just take a deep breath. No matter what's going on, I'm telling you, all you got to do is breathe. If you knock your toe, just breathe. When you're in labor, that's why they say breathe. Just breathe. Any pain that you get, when you're in aggravation, when something's bothering you at work, at home, just take a moment and invite. And I don't mean just regular breath. I mean, take the deep breath that invites the spirit, the Sa. Sa, comedically speaking, Sa is the breath of life. Just take the deep breath that invites spirit in through the breath. Sa is really spirit, and spirit is the breath of life. So you're inviting that in. Sa. And let it channel through your energy centers, through the Sekemras. Right? So the phrase I usually use is Sa, Sakem, Sahu. Sa, Sakem, Sahu. The Sakem is the animated life force energy in motion. That's your chakras. That is moving through your body, and you are the animation. It animates you, and you are the animation. Right? So breathe that in. Allow it to flow through you. Let it come through and hit down the bottom and come back up. Because that's what the energy is doing. It's coming from the crown going down. It's coming from the earth, from the root going up. Crown going down, root going up. And it's constantly doing an up and down, up and down. Just like the neuron. The plus and minus is constantly flowing up and down, in and out, through the middle of the neuron, around the outside, through the middle of the neuron. And that's what's happening with us. Through the core, out and around. Just like the torus field that's shaped like an apple that y'all see around the earth. We have that same energetic field through the inside and around. Ashe? It brings so many tears here, days. Healing duality, welcome in these days. Oh, these days. It brings so many tears these days. Yes, it does. You get a lot of tears too? When I sit outside and I meditate, my eyes, like, I don't cry, but I could feel the tears in my eyes. I could feel them because I could feel the earth. Like, I could feel the grievance in the earth. There's a lot of grieving, and not just from other people, from all of us healers, and even, all of us, soul workers, all of us. 80s babes say, I cry. I cry. I just get the tears, but I don't hold back the cry now. It's just that they don't never come falling down. I just feel it kind of come into my eye, and then I'm like, where'd it go? I'm sitting here waiting on the tears to fall, and I'm like, where'd it go? But I can feel it, right? That's why right now, that's why I like even when I took the Hape, the indigenous medicine, because the indigenous medicine really allowed the release. Like, as soon as I took it, instantly my tears, I couldn't even control it. I wasn't even trying to cry. But as soon as it hit me, as soon as I took the medicine, the tears just went shh, shh. All the tears that I've been feeling like swelling up in my eyes just shh, came tumbling down, and I was like, okay, that's why I needed that medicine. Now I know. I've never taken it before. This is the second time I did. recently. Like the first time was about 2 weeks ago. And then when I saw her again, I was like, you know what, let me take it again, because it does help open the release for me to allow it to flow. But I'm not holding it up at all. And it's not, like I was telling them, it's not tears like of sadness, like, oh my God, I'm so sad. It really is just what I'm holding, because I'm holding space. I'm very, what you can call like a super empath, and I'm hypersensitive, so I can feel a lot. And so it's like I get outside and I just feel it, right? I don't know if anybody, water and breath is part oxygen. That's right, Ezra. That's right. That's that H2O. A little bit of oxygen, a little bit of hydrogen. I think that's what it is. The hydrogen, like the hydro, water, hydro. Okay. I think, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, I had that before. Now I'm lost in sadness. Oh, don't be lost. Don't be lost. Well, you know what? I shouldn't say that. It's okay, because we get lost to get found. It's like lost and found. Sometimes we got to get lost to get found, right? And that may not be the case with you. I would say for you, it's more like, and you see, we was just talking about duality. We're just talking about how duality is the modality, and you're healing duality. So if you're that healing component for duality, you're gonna feel the contention in the duality. And so your nervous system has to be calibrated, especially with all these frequencies coming in. So all you got to do, and I don't like to tell people what they got to do, but it's really calibrate the nervous system. Allow yourself time to rest. Really rest. Like rest as in reflect, to elevate, to shift and transcend. Right? To really rest within yourself and allow that grounding, type of energy, like really ground, sit in the earth. I'm sure you know all these things, but really allow yourself, because sometimes we just do these things, but we're not really allowing the flow and really connecting in a certain way. We're just doing it, so I really invite you to do the grounding and the detox if you can from any foods, detox from meats, sweets, and carbs. Give that way you can give your body a chance to take a break, right? You can drink some herbs, some teas, some herbs like vervine. That's what keep coming to me. If you can get any vervine, particularly natural vervine, because it helps with the nerves, right? With the nervous system. Get some vervine, get the leaves and just drop it in the pot. Drink some of the tea, because we have to settle this nervous system, right? Spirit and I didn't agree on that, so now we're kind of in a push-pull about my plans. Yep, that's what it is. That's what you're feeling. You're feeling that sadness. You're feeling what's being pulled away from you as well. You're feeling the loss, right? You're feeling some of the loss, because that's all grievance is. Like that sadness and what's being grieved right now is the loss. We have grief because we feel the loss, and you're feeling that thing fall away from you, whatever it is. Your plan that you had, that's why they say don't plan. Man plan and God wipes out, right? That's what my dad used to say. Or what I hear is man plan and God laughs. So we're in a space right now where it's time to release those plans. Let go of the chokehold that we have on those plans, right? Which brings me to what some of the things that we were talking about in the detox. And one of the things were acceptance. You're kind of bringing that to mind right now as I'm mentioning that, is acceptance. Acceptance is on the love frequency. And it's the opposite of expectation, which is on the fear frequency, right? Or fear base. Right? Because as I was telling them, is there only two feelings, love and fear. It's either love-based or fear-based. Acceptance is the highest frequency to love. It's right next to love. Love is the core, and the next layer is acceptance. On the fear-based wheel, fear is the core, and the next level is expectation. Expectations block us, because in our expectations, we have plans, we have things that we have in mind, and we have an expectation on it. And expectation makes us have this vice grip. This is what I was explaining tonight. And it has this vice grip. And with that vice grip, it becomes a block and a filter. So spirit can't get through because you have your vice grip on your expectation of how you think it should look, how we think it should come through. Right? So acceptance is what you want to look at. And this is what I was saying. I may have to do an acceptance workshop. I've done a forgiveness workshop. I may have to do an acceptance workshop because we really had to go in deep. But I'm just sharing this part of it with you, that we have to accept what is as it is. And when you are in true acceptance, you are without, you don't have an expectation, because that acceptance means you accept it as it is, whether it's good, bad, ugly, indifferent, especially the bad and the ugly. When we accept people and situations as they are, even in the ugly, then we empower ourselves and we now know what to do, because we didn't put ourselves in a space of expectation where I hope this is going to happen. I wish for this to happen. It could be with a person and you're like, well, I'm going to give them a second chance, because in your expectation, you have this grip of wanting them to be better and do better. And I'm not saying we shouldn't want the best for people, but what I'm saying is expectation is how we hold on to wanting the best for people. A lot of times we're blindsided by that because we just look at the good. And I'm speaking to spiritual people, because this is really a hiccup for spiritual people, because we think that because we're wanting the best for people, that makes it right and true. That doesn't make it true. Right? You can want the best, and by default, you're living in an expectation. Right? Ashe, welcome in, welcome in. By default, you're living in expectation, which means you're not in acceptance. And you're not in the love frequency. You're moving from a fear-based frequency when we're living in expectation. So I say that so that we understand, overstand, and understand when we have plans, right? When we have standards and we have goals, and I'm not saying don't have that, because those standards are your boundaries. But it's how we keep those standards. It's how we keep those boundaries. It's how we keep those goals. Are we going to hold on to it with a death grip, a vice grip, or are we going to be fluid with it? Are we going to be mutable, right? Let's be mutable. Be willing to change. Be willing to flow like fluid, mutable. And understanding that that plan that I have is good to have a goal, but now let go of that. Let go of how you have to have that plan. And let go of you even having that plan at all, except that that plan may not be what is for your highest good right now, right? Except that that plan may actually be blocking you from where spirit is wanting to take you, where spirit is wanting to bring you, where your soul wants to have the remembrance, the remembering, and you're blocking the remembering because we're holding on to a particular outcome, expectation. Ashe? So this was something, I mean, this was so beautiful. I'm glad I could share this with y'all. The whole card theory with the body, you know, tap it up, keep tapping the heart so that those who can get it can get this information. Even though I'm about to sign off now, and I forgot to say, Clay, thank you for tapping, for showing the 555, the triple change. You know, when it was, I saw it like just 2 minutes after, but I didn't get to mention it. So 555 for is the Trinity of change, or the Trinity of physical spiritual balance, right? Triple change. So it's time for a change. Like what we're seeing a lot is change. What we're hearing a lot is it's change. And we're in the season of, when I was sitting outside today, I kept seeing nothing but birds and bees. And I'm like, birds and bees, what is the universe, what is spirit saying? What is the nature, divine nature saying to me? The Medu Neter, what are you saying? And all I could hear was, let's talk about sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me, because y'all know that's the birds and the bees. So I say that to say this, to give this to y'all as well, that we're in the season, it's spring, it's mating season. We're looking at, and when I talk about this, I want us to understand harmony of duality, right? The masculine and feminine. Let's talk about that harmony, that sacred unification. Remember, sex is intercourse. The intercourse in your soul is the course between. Remember, inter means between. So it is a course between the dualities. Ashe? It is a course between your conscious and subconscious mind. I'm talking about your soul, right? So it's sex time right now. It's intercourse time right now. It's time to spring forth by having this harmony of duality in your consciousness, in your soul's consciousness, so that you can filter this harmony of duality, this modality that is a duality, that is the energy moving through you, so that you can channel that through you. Have that intercourse between the energies that are moving up and down and in and out and all through your energy centers. What's it all about? Ashe? We got to tap into that. So this is, thank you for those of you who were along for the ride. We're tapping into that third eye activity. We are in a third eye season. This spring is a third eye season, right? And we just had Third Eye Atlas activate us for the past 3 months, taking us through this energetic seal. So there are a lot of changes going on. And I'm going to do a video about the rewiring. That's going to be like a next topic. And I know we need to still discuss that narcissistic topic. I didn't forget, y'all. We're going to get that. But oh my God, the way the energies are coming, y'all see the wind just picked up. That's more information, right? The wisdom in the wind. This is our internet access right here. Y'all don't leave out your wind codes, right? Get you some light codes, but get you some wind codes. But what was I saying about the information? Yeah, there's so much information coming in right now. It comes in faster than I can, get it out. So I know I was going to do the narcissist one, but then this information came in and it was really important. When I saw what was happening with the car, I was like, I got to share this with y'all. We got to look at the parallels between the car and our body, and looking at this system. Like, isn't it beautiful, y'all? Like, tap the hearts up for me. Isn't it beautiful to see that the car has a soul? Like, the combo boss is the soul, and these different systems are the energy systems. And I don't know if I mentioned this to you all, but these systems are the brake system and things like that. Or let me say this, the chakra, the energy systems, the chakra systems are also systems in the physical body, right? For example, your solar plexus is the digestive system. Your crown chakra is the nervous system, right? What's another system? Your heart chakra is the circulatory system, right? What's another system? Give it to me, what you say? Your throat chakra is the what is it again? The what is that system? The thyroid's, like, it's the communication system. So it's the thyroids and the I'm trying to figure out. I know it's a system. Like, I think it's the lymphatic, the lymph nodes, and because I know they come out right here sometimes. I'm gonna look into that one. Because when I say the thyroid, that would be more like a subprime of a prime system. The prime systems would be like the digestive system is a prime system. The subprime would be anything within the digestive system, right? The stomach, the organs, the what is it? The intestines and whatnot. This would be like another mini system within a system, the subsystem. Faithfully, I'm making sense, right? So I'm saying that to you so you understand physically, just like how we understand the physical component of the car being the brake system, steering system, fuse system. Just like we can understand it with the body, that we have the digestive system, the circulatory system, the excretory system, all of this nervous system. And these systems are connected energetically. So physically, these are the body systems, right? Etherically or energetically, the parallel component to these physical systems would be the chakras. And that's how you know what's going on in your body. When you have a particular problem in any one of those systems, that means that that chakra is out of alignment. And that's where you truly do the work, in the energy center, because the chakra is the doorways to your consciousness. Right? So when you do the work in the energy center, it subsides in the body. So if someone come to me and be like, man, my stomach hurt, and I'm like, okay, what's out of alignment in your solar plexus? And sometimes people be like, huh, what that got to do with my stomach hurt? Oh, everything. Everything, because it wouldn't show up in that system if it wasn't in the parallel system of the energy body, the chakra. We got to understand this. This is how you are your own physician. You are healers unto yourselves. Like when people have a problem, I already know what's out of alignment or what is going. It could be something simple as they butt their toe. And I'm like, oh, you're understanding your root chakra, first of all, because that's the root. But the feet represent metaphysically understanding. So I already know if I buck my toe, I'm like, oh man, of course I go ow, ow, ow. And then I'm like, all right, where am I missing the understanding? This is how I address things in my consciousness. And that's why I don't have too many physical pains. My body don't too much act up like that, because I'm constantly addressing my mind. When you address it in the mind, then you fix it in time. Ooh, I like that. When you address it in mind, then you fix it in time. Why? Because we are vessels in time. We are timekeepers. That's to connect to what we talked about last night or last morning, last rising. Right? Absolutely, sunshine. You get it? You get it? She's like, you just set some people free. Let the people be free. Let my people go. Don't let me get on the metaphysics of Moses. That's a whole nother topic. Don't let me get on that, because I'm going to tell you that the prophet in you wants to set the spiritual people in you free. That's what the Israelites represented metaphysically, the spiritual people in you. And Moses is the prophet in you. Let my people go. And the Pharaoh is the ruler in you that wants to rule sense consciousness and wants to keep things as they are in the material realm, in the material world. You want to be a material girl. Ooh, we a material girl, material. Material girl. Yeah, I know all the songs, y'all. All of them, as much as I can. Alchemist. Yes, Ezra, because that's what I am, an energy alchemist. This is how and we're all alchemists if we choose to be. When we transmute these energies and frequencies, when we transform and transmit, we are alchemists. This is why we kept seeing the 555 and the 525. It's time for change. Harmony of duality within the change. 525, when we saw that earlier. It's time to make that change. Woo! Na 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 na. I'm telling y'all, Michael Jackson was on it. He was on it when he was telling us to remember the time, because he was telling you to remember that you're a vessel in time. Third eye popping. I'm talking third eye language right here. He was on it when he said, make that change. Because I'm talking to the man in the mirror. That means when things are happening on the outside, you better talk to you. Stop talking to the people around you. Talk to you. Because life is a reflection of you. That's what he was saying. Life is that mirror. So when I'm talking to life, my life, I'm talking to me. I'm the man in the mirror. You are a reflection of me. You're the man in the mirror. So when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. So let me talk to me correctly. Let me look at how I'm showing up, right? Oh, 80s babe say, is that what it means? Yes. 5 2. If you're talking about the numbers, is that what you were talking about, 80s babe? Okay, I got a little bug that flew my way. Thank you. Message. Message bugs. That was like a little beetle, a little message bug. Right? So, yes, the 525 is harmony of duality within physical, spiritual balance, which is change. Whenever there's a physical, spiritual balance, that equals change. Something is going to happen. Something's going to fire off. Something's going to change. And we're in the season of change. We're in a shift change. We are in the what? The year of the fire horse. Fire, change. We are in the month of Aries, aka Asar. For those who got the 5D calendar. By the way, get your 5D calendars near you. At a 5D corner near you, I got the 5D calendars if you want to get back on the right track of time, on the true timeline in you. But yes, 5 is change. So Asar, Aries is what? Fire. The element of fire. Change. Fire is that kick, that ignition. It's saying change right now. Yes, see, you are Aries. You in that season. Change, change, change. You getting all them numbers for a reason. Those angel numbers are for you. They come from you and they're for you. Right? A lot of times we think it's from an angel. It's you. It's angels of light. Angels of light are angels of light giving you the numbers that you need to see coming from you, because it's confirmation that you're in alignment. It's telling you that this is where you are, this is what you're doing, or this is what you're about to do. It's confirming that for you, that you're in that area, you're in that vicinity. So 525 was showing us, hey, we're all in that vicinity. What vicinity? The vicinity of harmony of duality in the midst of change. That is the harmony of duality within change. We're in that vicinity. So it's either that we've just did it, we're in it now, or we're about to approach it. Confirmation. Ashe? Right? Tap in. He is I and I am him. That's right, Ezra, come with it. Who sang that song? He is I and I am him. That sounds like a rap. Like as you say it, I'm hearing it. I know it's a rap. He is I and I am him. That's how I'm hearing it in the rap. Who raps like that? It sounds like Q-Tip, one of them. He is I and I am him. That type of rapper. Right? And the rain comes pouring down. Come on, let it rain. Let it fall on me. Rain down on me. Let it fall on me. Let me be careful before it start blowing on me for real. Like you got to be careful when you powerful like that, because energy only understands energy. So if you say it, if I give it that attention, where attention goes, energy flows. So when I say it, it's going to be like, oh, somebody called for rain. Next thing you know, it's going to be blowing on me. So let me be careful what I ask for. Right? Oh, it's Snoop. Thank you, Ezra. Snoop said it. He is I and I am him. Yep. That sounds like a Snoop. I knew it sounded like something, it's that voice, it's that tone. Because I was going to say West Coast, but I don't think Q-Tip is from West Coast. It's not where they're from. It's a type of tone that they have. Right? Ashe. Thank you, Yolanda, for liking the live. You like it. I love it. Thank you so much. So we've shared so much in this one right here. I didn't expect to come out here. I got to get ready for this retreat, y'all. I got to slow down on these lives. I'm going to miss y'all for a minute. I'm going to do my best. I got to focus, especially tomorrow. I got to prepare for the retreat, the Ancestral Passage retreat. For those of you who are interested, it is the end of this month from the 23rd to the 26th if you want 3 days, or from the 23rd to the 29th if you're going to do the full 6 days. We'll be in Jamaica having an ancestral retreat where we can tap into the ancestors so that we're tapping into our codes. We're not really tapping into the ancestors, we're respecting the ancestors. We're re-looking at the ancestors and honoring the ancestral imprint, because the ancestors in time are the codes in our bloodline. So we're time traveling through the ancestors in time with the ancestors in time to grab our transmission in time, right? In order to have our souls inclined. So it's all a part of soul activation. It's not ancestral worship, even though there's nothing wrong with worshiping the ancestors. If they can worship a man that they think died on the cross for them, why can't you worship the ancestors? I'm just saying. But it's not that. It's really tapping into that ancestral imprint so that it unlocks the codes in our DNA and we get more soul ascension and DNA activation. It's really an unlocking mechanism, right? So we going in and we checking into that consciousness. We're checking into that cosmic blueprint. We're checking into our spiritual blueprint, right? So for those who don't know, in case this was your first time here, welcome. Thank you for being here. I am an energy alchemist. I alchemize energy, as you can see, in many facets, in many ways. I do quarterly workshops with your energy centers. The next one is in June, and we do it with the full moon, right? The next one is in June. We do it with the full moon. So that is 7 days because we work with all 7 chakras. I do that quarterly. I'm also a 5D pioneer, as I said to you all earlier. So if anyone is needing guidance into the 5th dimension, feel free to reach out. I'm very approachable, reachable. Just message me. Send me your email and I can send you any information that you need. I do natal chart readings as well to help you read your natal chart and understand how you are a star in the skies, to understand how you show up, and to understand your cosmic blueprint, because that's what it is ultimately. What else? What else? I'm a person of many things, y'all. So 5D pioneer, energy alchemist. I got the 5D calendars. I have the retreat coming up. I have the workshop coming up in June. Is there anything else I'm missing, Spirit? And the natal chart readings. So if anyone is looking for that, message me. Sirius the dog star. Thank you, Ezra. And I'm also a Syrian starseed, right? I'm a little bit of a mix with the star seeds. You know, a little bit of Syrian, a little bit of Arcturian, and a little bit of Pleiadian. Ashe. So that's my galactic aspect, my interplanetary connection. So remember what we said about the body, just to kind of cover over everything. Remember to parallel the card to your body. And just like the electrical wiring, that's our nervous system, right? Look at how the nervous system needs to be calibrated. The electrical wiring in the car needed to be calibrated. That water that was entering into the back of my car, I don't know if I got to tell y'all that, but the water represents emotion. So I had to look at what emotions are leaking in through the back light, through the tail light, that causes a dysfunction with the brakes a little bit, with the braking system. So that's something I'm going to look a little bit more into, but that's what that water, and that has something to do with the sacral, because water is element. So what little waters that I'm letting leak in? There's a leak somewhere. So I'm going to look into that. Detox to detach is what we're doing right now. So anyone who wants to tap into that, I shared that information with you all. Just message me, send me your email or your phone number, and I'll give you any more information you need on that, and I'll catch you up so you can meet with us on Saturday, because we'll meet on Saturday in a Zoom meeting. We'll be doing that in a Zoom meeting. Is there anything else? Yeah, just thank you, y'all. I'm glad that we came to some understanding. We saw that what the modality, the duality is the modality. So we got to see that. Oh, it's getting a little brighter outside. Okay, that sun is coming up. Sunshine. and rain, that joy and pain. It's like sunshine and rain. Sunshine, sunshine, you still here? We got sunshine and rain coming out right now. That's a duality. That's we harmonizing right now. Another modality. Throw out the way. Discussing chakra alignment, energy alchemy, and the man in the mirror. That's right, AI. Let them know. I love how that's one thing I like how AI be kind of putting together what we're talking about. I do like that aspect of AI. Ashay, let me you get a heart, you get a heart, you get a heart. Hearts out to all of you that came through. All right, so sending you all lots of love and light. Keep in mind what we're shifting through. Give yourself time and patience. Be loving and kind with yourself as we move through these frequencies. Allow yourself to rest and take deep breaths at all times. Ashe, keep yourself, to yourself. Keep yourself to yourself and be within yourself. Take nothing personal, right? And what else? Accept. Be in acceptance. We did go over that. Accept rather than be in expectation. And accept things as they are. We'll do a whole nother live on acceptance later, because that's a whole nother, I got to really share that with you all. So look out for that. And we'll talk more about the wiring. All right. So thank you for your love. Thank you for everything you shared. Ezra, Clay on the jumping on the ones and twos in the YouTube. And thank you for everybody here on Ticketed Talk, on the Ticketed Talk of the Cosmic Clock, while we talk about our cosmic design, because that's what all of this is, right? So enjoy. I'm going to get a little bit of rest easy. Peace, love, and light. Let your souls ignite. Ashe, oh. Peace out.